It's just something I think we should just all pay for waxing because there's been calamities.
Why are we trying to do that? You know, I mean, how is it that much? I know it's expensive, these sorts of services, but I mean, is it not? Is a few extra dollars not worth, you know, preserving whatever sensitive region of your body?
Right. Well, remember on the show I shared, you know, a very, very special part, took off a couple layers of skin, you know. So
yeah, your left hand is special, and I don't know why you were waxing it, but I'm glad that it's all your hand is growing back and everything's okay. No, think about it. Everything that gets waxed is sensitive.
Yeah, no DIY with that.
I don't get it. Like, go to someone who knows what they're doing with the hot substance on your wherever. It's the Fred Show.
I was a ghost, I was alone. 두어진 길 속에 given the throne, I didn't know how to believe I was the queen that I met.
one.
I knew you was texting the show.
Yeah. I sit here and I go,
Fred is so handsome.
Is that you?
Right, that's your text.
I text and I say how terrible we are.
The Fred Show is on.
You guys, it's Thursday, April 30th. The Fred Show's on. Good morning, Kaelin.
Good morning.
Jason is Hillbilly Hee-Haw on his way to, Austin?
Yes.
For the iHeartRadio country
bumpkin.
Ding-a-ling. What is it?
Yeah. I think isn't it just like iHeartRadio Country
Shindig?
I don't know.
Yeah,
That's what I would name it if I were iHeart. I don't know what they chose to name it. But
They should have named it one of the things we just said, but they didn't, I don't think. So Jason's out today. Good morning, Paulina.
Is it a good morning?
No, not really. Hi, KeKe. How you doing?
Good morning.
Bella Hamid's here on the phone and the text, 855-591-1035. What a morning, guys. What a morning. Let's welcome our new friends in Washington, D.C. and Baltimore who are so excited that we're here. Let me tell you something. We are just as surprised as you are that this happened.
Yeah.
Yes, the same mind-blowing reaction that you're having, we're having. But yes, we're happy to be there. And of course, on this historic day for the program, half of the controls don't work because why would they? And then some random person pops up on my. First of all, they took over my computer. I don't know who did it, so I'm fighting with my own mouse because someone's in there without telling me. I don't know.
The voices?
AI? I don't know who it was. And then a message thing pops up and it says, "We're going to restart the system now." No, you're not.
Right. You're not.
You're absolutely not going to do that.
It's a good time
right
for that.
now. Right. But why would anything here work as it should on the day that it should?
Yeah, it's a science project around here. I'm convinced that we are being like tested all the time, and it's like, will you overcome this? You know, and it's like, will we? We don't know.
You know that Jury Duty show that's on Amazon? Is it Amazon Prime that it's on? I watched it. I should know what it's on. The Jury Duty show where like the one, and then there's the new season of it, which is the company retreat version where only one person on the show doesn't know that everyone's actors and the whole thing's a skit.
Oh.
You haven't heard of?
No.
I've been talking about this.
Really?
I've been 3 feet away from you talking about this.
Oh, really? My bad.
Yeah, he
Yes.
really loves the show.
It's really good.
What's the name of the show?
I don't know. It's on. Clearly, I love it so much. I don't know the name of it.
What's it
I think
called?
it's on
Where
Amazon
is it?
Prime.
You don't know?
Jury Duty was the first one where there was it was like jury duty. Well, surprisingly.
Yeah, you know I don't
it's
do
called.
that. Mm-hmm.
I know you don't. But only one person. They had a courthouse and a courtroom and a jury process and the whole thing. And only one person did not know that it was a skit.
Oh.
And that everybody else, it was all actors, and they just kept throwing crazy stuff. And then the community retreat, it was the second season, it was the same deal. They just keep throwing these crazy scenarios at these people, and they don't realize it's not real life.
Right.
And then at the very end, they tell them, and then they give them money or something.
Oh.
But that's what I think is happening here, is I think we're going to find out that this is actually a television show, and we're all just being punked. It's just a big joke.
Well, whoever has me as their player, could you knock it off, please?
Yeah, or
this show in general.
I don't even think you had the worst day because
No,
to
I
make
didn't.
matters worse,
I did not.
None of the controls work. Here we are. We're doing the thing. Welcome new friends. Paulina wakes up today and her car was stolen this morning. And I couldn't even write this if I tried.
And that's how I woke up, a phone call going, "Hey, I can't find my car." And I was like, okay.
Because I'm like, if I don't laugh or smile, I will cry. And then you guys won't see me for like 2 weeks.
But I couldn't write this.
No,
I
you
really couldn't.
I couldn't either.
You wake up today,
And
big day for the show, and here's what we got. We got half the controls don't work. The satellite dish, we had to get up there. You and I were moving that thing around this morning. That was fun. And people are like, who are these guys? And that's exciting. And then, and I get it. And then I walk in, and I'm surprised you're even here.
Yeah, no, same.
So
Hi.
you live in like a suburban neighborhood, Paulina, and you wake up and you go outside as you would every day. You do your deal. And you go out to the front of your house, and you're like, your car would normally be parked on the street right in front of your home, right? Because you don't have a driveway.
I'm the only one without a driveway, the only one on the block,
Yeah, I know
I'm working on
you've been
it.
taking that up with city government.
I
That's
really
a different
have.
topic.
No,
Okay,
if they're listening, call me, please.
So how far up and down the street did you walk just to be absolutely sure that you didn't forget where exactly you parked the car?
I walked to the bottom of my stairs because I was like, I always park in front of my house. Like, that's the one thing about me. I have like a little, not even whatever. It's my own designated spot. And I'm like, I know I parked there, but I walked out there and I did one of those like, dude, where's my car moments that from the movie with Ashton Kutcher. I
Yeah.
was like, literally, dude, where's my car?
It's
and then
a weird feeling.
Then you start thinking, okay, did I park up the street? Did I park a block away for some crazy reason? You start thinking of yesterday.
Did I sleepwalk and drive it somewhere? I was trying to think of all the things.
Is it
for
in the
you.
garage?
Yeah.
But I'm like, no, I don't even have a garage opener. It's not in the garage. So I don't know. I started thinking about it, and at that
Certainly
point,
isn't there then.
No,
Yeah.
I walked back to my house. I look at my sister-in-law, and I said, dude, where's my car? Like, actually, where is my car? And she's like, I was thinking the same thing when I pulled up. I didn't see your car, and I'm like, oh, did she leave her kid here? And I'm like, girl, no, I didn't leave the house. But I was like, that's crazy. So then I'm like, this is a joke. Like you said, it's all a joke. It's a skit. There's no way my car's missing.
Right.
And I'm looking around. I'm like, no. And I'm pressing the button, too, to hear the beep, beep. Oh, I'm like, there is no beep, beep. There's no car. And I was like, oh, boy. So then I'm like, I don't have a car. Like, you guys, I don't have I've never not had a car. I had a car since I was 14 years old.
Someone's currently driving your car listening to this right now going, oh, that's the car I stole.
Yeah. If you have my car, can you kindly return it? Can you kindly?
Do you have us saved as a preset?
I do. Of course I do.
Yeah, okay, good. I hope so. But
I hope they're
Okay, so
listening.
did you Uber to work then?
No, my sister-in-law, my sweet angel, she gave me her car. I was going to Uber, but she's like, you can take my car. I was like, are you sure? Because if we get this one stolen, we got no car.
Right.
Wow, I've never had my car stolen before. Knock on wood. So what do you do?
That's
like you're
the
at work,
thing.
you don't, and you think you're 100% sure that it was stolen. There's no chance that you
Right.
left it somewhere and forgot about it.
Are we sure,
I've done
Paulina?
that. I've done
positive.
that. I've left it here at the station before and like walked home for some reason because I don't live too far from here. And then the next morning I'm not thinking because you get up in the morning and it's autopilot and whatever. And I'll go out to the parking spot where the car is not there. And for a split second, I'm like, oh, someone stole my car. But then I remember that I left it here. You're sure?
I'm more than
that
positive.
It's not.
I don't walk. Like like my car is in front of my house. I even checked the camera of the last time I seen my car, and I came home and by myself too. So when your hands are full of baby stuff, you forget to lock the car, whatever.
Did you lock
I
it?
locked it, and I'm walking
wow.
up to the front of my house by myself. So like my mom and the baby were already in the house.
It was definitely there.
It was there, and I see
I
it.
hope it got towed. Are you sure there's no reason it would have gotten towed?
You sure we paid the
wait.
car note?
I'm positive.
But if you can see the car in you locking it in your Ring camera, then can't you see it get stolen?
No, because it's not picking up. If you're not close enough to, I guess, the camera, like you're not by the stairs, then it doesn't get picked up. It doesn't start recording, and I don't like that.
Oh, it's not always going?
No, and I need to figure out how do we get that. I
Yeah, that
understand.
sounds like what you need.
Well, we asked
I thought
about that
was
one
the
time.
point.
No, I asked about that once, and they said they don't do that because of all the storage it would take if
Yeah.
you're rolling all
Yeah,
night.
if there's no motion.
But I needed to roll all night because I don't have a car now. Like, I don't have a car.
Okay, so then what's the process? Do you like call the police and say, "Hi, police, I lost my car," and then what? What are they going to do about
My
it?
first call was because I pick up Kaelin in the morning, so she was my first call because I didn't know if I was going to Uber, ride a bike to work. I didn't know what I was doing, so I called
felt
her.
so bad.
And she's been through this too, so I was like, oh boy. So I was like, hey, so like I don't got a car, like, it ain't got stolen. And she was like, oh no, this and that. And then I was like, I can still get you. I have a car, so let's focus on getting to work. It's a big day, okay?
Yeah.
Our DC friends, they can't do this without us. Apparently, they're so excited for us. So I was like, we gotta get to work.
Did one of them steal your car?
Honestly, I'm not ruling anything out. I'm on the case. But yeah, first step, I think we need to call we need to file a police report. Then we need to call just in case, like the closest tow lot. So just in case.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I did call. I called 911 because I didn't really know who to call. To be completely honest, I was like, this is my emergency. Like, I don't have a vehicle, you guys. Like, you don't understand. I drive everywhere. So I called them, and they're like, you have to call this other number. Now, I wish technically I was suburban because then I think I would deal with a smaller office. But I'm dealing with a very large city. So,
Right.
So that's going to be really fun. That's going to be fun.
Yeah. But you had cop friends that helped me when I was in that situation. So hopefully they can, because somehow they sent us footage of people like joyriding my car. I won't drop their names because if you forget, they connected their phones, all of them.
Well, I don't know. Now that the show is on in DC, can we get with someone at the FBI or something? Can someone help us?
We need friends at the
CIA,
FBI.
Come on, we got to get friends at high places, right?
Yeah.
Somebody find out where this car is. So yeah,
I need like a cleansing Olympia. I need something, you guys. This is so bad because this never happened. You never think it's you. I mean, luckily, thank the stars, like everybody's safe. Like I know this happens in daylight with like kids and people, and nothing happened like that. But to wake up to your car missing is crazy.
Can you sage a person? Do we need to sage?
I can sage everything.
Sage a human being.
Well, start with this board. Let's make sure the buttons
start with the whole room.
Yes,
I think we all need to just
I couldn't
roll
write
around.
this though. I truly couldn't write it. But if I were a betting man, I would have told you someone's car would be stolen. Half of the equipment wouldn't work. and we would be hanging on for dear life. And just happy to be here, quite frankly. Headlines, biggest stories of the day, the entertainment report, and blogs, our audio journals, all coming up.
I could be the twist, the one to make you stop. The icing on your cake, the cherry on the top. It's heaven in my heart, and we could find you some space. I could be the world to you, the missing piece, the extra.
Fred Show is on. Fred's biggest stories of the day.
I mean, when Kaelin's car was stolen a couple of years ago, it was used in a series of high-profile, high-end robberies. Mm-hmm. So maybe that's the case. I thought it was messed up that that they robbed YSL and Gucci and Prada and whatever else they smashed and grabbed using your car that we all saw on the news. Also can't make this up. And then they didn't leave any product behind for you.
They could have, or they could have at least totaled it for me, and they just almost totaled it.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
It's like not quite bad enough that you get a new car, but bad enough that we're going to have to rebuild the whole thing, and it still smells like marijuana smoke.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And like I said, I know all their names, and yeah, that
was another thing. That's very bold, I think, to when you steal a car, to then also make sure that you pair your Bluetooth with them.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting that they all connected. Usually it's just one person, but they all connected. And then I shouted the person out on the air, and you guys were like, maybe you shouldn't shout out people that are stealing cars, because it's probably not
he
a
had
good
a very
idea.
specific name that made me think that maybe he was someone that
he had a nickname.
that perhaps we wouldn't be he wouldn't be friendly.
And I was like, it's on site and you were like, no,
it's not on site. No, it's not at all.
That.
It's just fine.
Don't
Enjoy the car. Enjoy the car, please.
Yeah, no, it literally, people were sending me articles going, black SUV with Michigan plates robs YSL store.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh, that's Kaelin's car.
Yeah, you weren't here yet, KeKe, but that was a fun time.
Yeah.
And then I've also walked out and been towed and had the same feeling, dude, where's my car? You've had it too.
I've been there, yeah.
I'm hoping that's what it is.
But then Paulina, I'm like, hey, Paulina, does your car have that app where it has the GPS so you can see where it is? And she goes, well, yeah. And I go, well, then where's the car? And she goes, no, I don't have it.
No, I was not listening. I'm not going to lie. I'm sorry. My mind is in my butt right now. Like, I am all over the place. I'm just trying to think where my car went.
You're like, where's the car?
Car seat.
Like, where's the car? You know, and it's like, well, do you have one of those GPS things? Well, yeah. Well, that's what the car is.
No, I thought you meant like when you leave the car, sometimes it'll say, you parked your car here. And I was looking, I'm like, I know I have that, but I guess I don't.
Okay.
I don't know. It's not connected to my car at the moment.
What time was when the last park was? Okay.
5:30.
Let me rephrase. You know what I mean.
5:30 p.m.
What time was when the last park was?
Hold on, let me take a breath. I'm on high alert. I'm triggered about another car getting stolen. Okay.
Yeah, this is rough.
When did you last park your car on your camera? 5:30?
5:30 p.m. I see it on camera.
Okay. And then can we see how late into the night we see like the car?
No, because it doesn't pick up anything unless there's motion from my house.
No one else came in the house?
No. Someone said I could change the settings to like pick up further, so I'll be doing that today in case you're wondering what I'm up to
for your next car. Yeah, but
yeah, I'm in shock. Everyone's like, you're too calm. It's like I don't know what else to do.
Right?
Am I gonna like go to the rage room right now? Rage room?
Yeah.
You know, I want to.
We should have one of those.
They need to put
I think
one
it's
here.
this room. You can go ahead with this stuff because this is garbage.
Nothing's working.
Everything's in here. Everything's in here garbage. that's like everything's in here garbage. Is what,
Oh my goodness! Like I don't even know English. Like I don't know what's going on.
David Allen Coe died. Dust in a bottle. Whatever. The rust in a. What is that, guys?
There might be.
Yeah,
Little dust.
it's rust on the bottle, isn't it?
Oh, I thought it was.
It's just a terrible. It's a wonderful day and it's a terrible day all at the same time, and I'm really struggling. Today's not the day. Do we not? We don't.
David Lee Murphy dust.
No, that's dust on a boat.
Oh.
David Allen Coe is here. Let me play some. Oh no, wait, hold on. Here's this.
But it was all
this guy died.
that I could do
This is awful.
to keep from crying.
You never even called me by my name.
Sometimes it seems so useless to remind.
This song is called The Ride. Sorry, Paulina. You
I
won't be taking any of those, I guess, in your car.
Too soon, man.
I can't make up the names of these songs.
Well, I was thumbing from Montgomery.
Yeah.
I had my guitar on my back.
Hell yeah.
When a stranger stopped
guy passed
beside
away,
me
man.
in an antique Cadillac.
R.I.P.
He was dressed like 1950.
What's the other guy's name that I confused him with that apparently is very much still living?
You said it's
The rust on the bottle, dust on the bottle guy? That's a nice song, but he's still alive. It's a David.
Hold on now.
Yeah.
Yeah, David Lee Murphy.
He's good, though, is my understanding.
Yeah.
So, all right. A United Airlines flight had a midair scare. Oh, right next to these songs, by the way. What are the odds? Right next to that song on the playlist is this one.
Oh.
You know, so I can see how alphabetically these two are. Those two artists are forever linked. So a United Airlines flight had a midair scare on its way to San Diego. It was flight 1980 coming from San Francisco, reported a possible drone strike at about 3,000 feet. As it was preparing to land, the pilot said that the object was small, red, and shiny. Despite the incident, the plane landed safely with 48 passengers and crew on board, and everybody got off normally. A full inspection afterward found no damage to the aircraft. Officials say that it's still unclear whether the plane actually hit the drone or just came very close, but the incident's being taken seriously because drones near airports pose a major safety risk, which let's not do that.
Yeah, please.
What are we doing with the drones near the airport? Plus, don't you have to have some? I mean, I'm a pilot, but I'm a pilot, but I don't have a drone license.
No, you have to take an extensive course, and you have to have a whole.
I thought so, and then you get a vest. Don't you get a vest that says drone pilot too? That makes you official. You've never seen the guy in the park with a drone pilot vest on?
Well, now that I know you get a vest, I'm going to get one.
Yeah. No, I wanted to get one, but I haven't earned it. I haven't earned the drone pilot vest yet. But let's not do that.
You have every license. How do you not have that?
Because I enjoy having sex with women. I don't know. I mean, no. If it's your job to fly a drone around, that's amazing. But I don't. As nerdy as I am, I don't think you'll find me in a park with a drone pilot vest on. I also feel like I would only fly my drone privately because I think that drones give off kind of creepy.
Yes.
For sure.
Like if I'm out in public just flying my drone and I'm not a professional and I'm not a photographer and I'm not an aerial, surveying individual and I'm not shooting someone's sporting event or something. If I'm just out here flying my drone, what am I looking at? I'm looking at other people. And I think that you look a little strange doing that.
My father shot one down that was near his house. Yeah.
Shot it down.
Mm-hmm. Yep, because he thought it
With
was
a
trying to
rifle?
spy on him. Yeah, he was in northern Michigan, which is where I'm from, and you know, it's a little more land out there. And he was like, I don't know why this would be
I
here.
guess I would wonder the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, if no one's around me, then why is there a drone flying around? Again, what are you looking at? You're creeping on stuff. It looks a little bit creepy. I'm sorry if that's your hobby, and we just met. But a tense situation unfolded on another flight, a Delta flight, after hours of storm delays pushed one passenger over the edge. The plane was stuck on the tarmac for more than 5 hours because of severe weather. When a frustrated passenger suddenly demanded to get off, took matters into his own hands, he walked to an emergency exit and partially opened the door. Of course, passengers screamed as the door cracked open. The emergency slide did not deploy. The captain quickly decided to return to the gate, where the man was removed by security. The flight, carrying about 168 people, was delayed even longer, but eventually took off later that night and landed safely. We've all been there, stuck on a plane before, but it turns out you can't just open the door and get off. You're not supposed to do that. Uber is expanding to hotel booking now. Uber's looking to make planning travel a one-stop process by adding hotel booking to their app. The company's CEO shared the news during its Go Get event yesterday, noting that Uber is now an app for everything. The rideshare app will offer more than 700,000 hotel listings. Are you listening, Paulina? Because you're going to need this app.
I'm taking notes.
Yeah, you're going to need this app. 700,000 hotel listings directly on the app in partnership with Expedia as a way to reduce the number of steps for travel. Users will get reminders to schedule rides and see options for Uber Eats room service that will deliver food along with any forgotten items directly to your hotel. So then you would, I guess, get the Uber that would be part of the trip you just booked. So you get the flight, then the Uber there, and then the food when you get to the hotel. And then I also read that one of the things they rolled out yesterday is if you get Uber Black in certain markets, they'll bring you coffee or like a food or a drink along with the black car.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
That's very nice.
I just want to see the service charges first.
I do too.
Like, we already get hit with enough, and then there's the hotel fees. What do they call it? The resort?
The resort fee.
Yeah. Like,
Where's the resort?
Yeah.
Yeah, I paid that the other day.
At a Holiday Inn.
At a resort fee. I'm like, this isn't a resort, though.
Right. There's no microwave. There's no more fridge.
Okay, hold on. There should never be a microwave.
Yes,
we don't need that.
We need the
Your
microwave.
insistence on a microwave in a hotel room is upsetting to me. Like, what are we doing? We're on vacation. We're away. We're in a new city. Why are we microwaving in our room? Why are we cooking in our room? We go somewhere. We experience something new.
And you have leftovers, and you bring them back to the room.
It's not your house.
And you want a little snack in the middle of the night. There's no microwave. It's ridiculous.
Eat it
And a resort
cold.
fee. And you're telling me I got to get out by 11 a.m. and I just got here at 4 p.m. the day before. This is crazy.
Now that's a travesty.
Yeah,
I think you should get 24 hours. Now I understand why it is the way that it is, because they have to reset the rooms for the new people. But if I check in at 4 o'clock, then why am I leaving at 11?
Exactly.
No, I'm not. Yeah.
And we
book
just
another night.
And we just allow this. We just roll with this. Nobody's protesting. Nobody's standing up. This is crazy. Put the microwave back and change the checkout time, please.
Yeah. Well, okay.
This is my
Just don't
movement.
just open the door and get off the plane because you're upset that they don't have a microwave for you. So, Paulina, this is for you this morning because you're a Disney adult. A lot of people don't know that about you, but you're a Disney adult.
A closeted one.
Well, not
you're pretty
anymore.
out, girl.
I think I just not only have you outed yourself, but I just outed you. I'm sorry to do this to you in this way, but I know it's a rough day already.
Before you can
with
tell your family.
half the equipment not working and you don't have a car, and now you're going to be Ubering your house is still there, so you don't need the hotel function.
I might need that.
But a father was arrested and banned for life from Disney World after he allegedly assaulted a staff member who refused to let his family cut in line during a character meet and greet.
Oh, knock it off. Oh, no.
The
They get really
entitlement.
serious. They get really serious about these meet and greets with fake people, like fake characters.
Excuse me. Everyone I met when I was a child, they were the real people.
Exactly.
Are you saying they're not? You're saying Mickey Mouse is not the same Mickey Mouse anymore?
They
Of
might
course
not
it is.
be. They take this really serious, you guys. It makes me really ick.
Yes, a character attendant was organizing the line for families to meet a cast member dressed as Maribel from the hit movie Encanto. When one family began trying to jump the line, the attendant told the family that they had to wait their turn, but the child kept trying to run to this character. The child's mother then asked the character to sign the family's autograph book, but the cast member said that she was only taking photos, not signing books. The mother then allegedly started waving the autograph book in the cast member's face, and the father grabbed and began shaking the character attendant's arm.
Whoa.
The father was arrested. Deputies from the Orange County Sheriff's Office. Didn't we just give away a trip to somewhere? I hope it wasn't one of our people. Probably was. In charge of battery and received a lifetime trespass notice, a permanent ban from Walt Disney World property. So there. Now, I have a question. When you go to Disney, whichever one you've been to both.
I've been to both, yeah.
Because you're a Disney adult. Do you buy the thing? I have not gone since you could pay a lot of money and you go right to the front of the line every time.
Oh, yeah.
What's it called? Like Fast Pass or something?
Lightning Lane or something?
Lightning, right. So you pay more money and then you can skip every line, right?
It's interesting because there's like two different versions of it. You have to set a time of when you want to go. It's like a reservation, which is the weirdest thing. But that's how they do it. So if you buy the Lightning Lane, you can go on that ride or that whatever, but you have to select a time. And then you have to time out the rest of your day.
Okay.
Yeah, it is quicker, but then at least, 3:30, I'm going to be on the whatever ride that is, like Dumbo's, whatever.
Okay. So then, all right. Mm-hmm. But then I get to cut everybody, right? Is it like TSA PreCheck now where everyone's buying that? So like that line's just as long as all the other ones?
So I think that's why they have the time selections, because then we would all just be in Lightning Lane together. You know what I mean?
Isn't there another level? And don't we know some people who have done this? There's another level of Disney where if you have a lot of money, then you hire like a person.
Oh, an escort. Yeah.
I have an email about that.
And then they drive you right to, they take you literally in front of everyone. Like there'll be like a child getting on the ride. Like, nope, not you.
Yeah.
Pull them off. And then somebody who has a lot of money gets on there.
Yeah, for $900 an hour. Yeah, I looked into it.
$900 an hour?
I'm sorry, it's between $450 and $900 an hour of the minimum of 7 hours. I looked into this, guys.
A minimum of 7 hours. My goodness. What
is it called? Like the Genie Pass, or
no? That's another pass.
See, and the reason I'm getting to this is because even if I had the money, I think I would be very uncomfortable doing that because of this exact reason. Like even if I had unlimited funds, which I do not. Mm-hmm. I think if it was a busy day at Disney and they're just taking me in front of people who waited hours, I think I'd be embarrassed.
Especially when the person you're referring to has no little children and they're all there as adults. I think that's a little interesting.
So if you're married, I have good news for you in Biggest Stories of the Day on The Fred Show. A large new study found that married people are less likely to develop cancer than those who've never been married. Researchers looked at over 4 million cancer cases and found that the difference is pretty big. Never married men had about a 68% higher cancer rate and women about 83% higher. The biggest gaps showed up in preventable cancers. The difference, experts say, it's not the marriage itself, but what comes with it: more support and stability, healthier habits, more regular doctor visits and screenings, better follow through on treatment. So this is what I was talking about a couple days ago, is I believe that I would be a GQ model if I were married. And people will say, no, you would get comfortable because now you found someone. No, I don't think so. I think that if somebody were watching me all the time, then I would be more inclined to do less judgy type things. Like I wouldn't order from 3 different restaurants in one DoorDash order. I wouldn't have multiple appetizers, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think I would be eating like carrots and lettuce and stuff because the sort of disgusting, degenerate things that I do when I'm alone, I would be less likely to do, I think, if somebody were watching. And right now nobody watches me because I'm a single guy, live alone. So like I can do whatever I want and no one's saying that's disgusting, Fred. I say it to myself, but I don't say it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think I would do less of that if I were in a relationship. Plus, I think somebody would be like, hey, dude, you need to go to the doctor or whatever. And now I can talk myself out of it. So I feel like this makes sense, that you just sort of have someone there to make sure that you're not a total moron.
Oh, so you think because you'd be eating less things that are bad for you, that's
I think a lot of things I would be encouraged to do a lot of things, and I would be, again, I'd be so, not forget about my health, I'd be so worried about the judgment that I would do things that were healthier, I think.
I'm like that in a relationship at first. Like, I'm like, I don't know, I feel like when I'm really happy, I like am less hungry. I don't know if that makes sense because I'm just like, yay! But then over time, even if you're embarrassed, you find ways to sneak. So when they're gone, when they're out of town, late at night, in the middle, on your way home.
In the car.
Because you start to get hungry and be like, I miss my old life, when I was eating everything.
Or you just get rid of the person when they keep judging you.
Yeah.
I know I would cook more at home if there was someone else there because you guys know this, cooking for one I think is just futile. It's too much food. It's too much work for one person, so I don't really do it. But I'd probably be cooking like carrots and stuff and broccoli and chickens and things like that if there was someone else there to eat it, and then I would be eating better and I would look great. The problem then is I would be in the best shape of my life, but now I'm married.
You do need
a problem.
So I can't even be out here in these streets.
Exactly.
Now I'm looking like I always wanted to look when I was single. I'm looking great. Only one person gets to see it.
the person you want to see it.
Maybe not anymore.
You already hate your wife and you haven't even married
Now
her
when
yet.
I'm looking like it's all snatched, and then you're telling me only one person gets to see, that's what would happen to me. Two more stories. A former Chick-fil-A worker in Texas is accused of pulling off a bizarre $80,000 scam using mac and cheese. And they do have delicious mac and cheese. Police say this guy, who had already been fired, he snuck back into the restaurant multiple times, would ring up fake orders of mac and cheese, and then refund the money to his own credit card more than 800 times. The scheme unraveled when the store noticed hundreds of suspicious refunds and checked surveillance video. This guy was eventually arrested and now faces charges including theft, money laundering, and evading arrest. And a skydiver turned a free fall into a world record moment. Again, we do these stories all the time, and we ask ourselves, what made you come up with the idea to do this? But a German man named Tom, he jumped from a plane, and while plummeting through the air, he solved a Rubik's Cube in about 23 seconds before even pulling his parachute. The feat earned him a Guinness World Record for the fastest cube solved during free fall, mixing speed, focus, and serious nerves. Again, guys, I got it. I'm going to jump out of a plane with a Rubik's Cube. In related news, I don't think I could solve a Rubik's Cube if you gave me all day. I don't think no.
No, I don't have the patience.
No. So this dude did it in 23 seconds. And then the people that can do it with behind their backs, have you seen that?
Yeah.
They can memorize it and oh no.
Yeah.
It's not happening. It's a Military Brats Day. It's National Adopt a Shelter Pet Day. Oh, yeah, do that. And National Hairstylist Appreciation Day today. We'll do it. We're going to do something.
Please.
That was the equipment. That was the equipment again. Half the board doesn't work. The Entertainment Report and blogs will do them next. Fred's show is on.
You lift my heart up when the rest of me is down. You and charming, even when you're not around.
103.5 KISS FM, Chicago's #1 hit music station.
Kaelin's entertainment report is on The Fred Show.
Okay, y'all. You sitting down? Because this one's a doozy.
Uh-oh.
Buckle up. This is wild. So West Wilson, even if you don't watch Summer House, chances are that you know that name because everyone, including me, have been talking about the whole relationship scandal, right? Well, news broke yesterday that West's cousin has been arrested and charged with allegedly murdering their grandma. This is crazy. So
wait, a dude from Summer House murdered somebody?
So West Wilson, the one who was like the naughty one.
Step aside, Mormon housewives. See, we got this going now.
Yeah, so he's a part of the whole relationship scandal that I know you still are studying your notes on to understand. His cousin murdered his grandma, both of their grandma.
Wow.
Yeah, so news broke yesterday.
No, I know we have a meeting every day with a PowerPoint where you try and get me caught up on Summer House and the Real Housewives.
I know. One day you'll get it.
Yeah, no, it's really not clicking.
Yeah.
Like kind of like Spanish. I've been trying to learn for 25 years. It's just not clicking for me.
Right. So, like, yeah, they definitely one-upped the Mormon housewives. Dakota Sweeney from
Dios mío.
is crazy. From Missouri, where West is from, was arrested April 22nd. You guys, that was the night before they filmed the 10-hour Summer House reunion. So this all went down, and the next day he had to really answer for his stuff. From the leaked audio, it sounds like he was combative. I have to imagine this affected him, but Carroll County law enforcement officials responded to reports of a shooting at a home and found 75-year-old Gail R. Wilson dead. According to the probable cause statement, cops say a witness told them West's cousin, aka Dakota, was quietly sitting in the same room as her for 30 minutes before he allegedly shot her with a handgun. They say that this witness told them that they argued earlier in the evening over him not helping her with chores around the house. After taking Dakota into custody, officers say they located a holster on his person. He was arrested without incident at the scene, and he has since been charged with first-degree murder of his grandma. West's dad, Bruce, and Dakota's mom, Kelly, are both Gail's stepchildren. So step-grandma, but, you know, I have a step-grandma. It doesn't matter if there's a step or not. I mean, this is heartbreaking. And then the next day, he had to really take it for his actions on Summer House. So.
I'll be boots on the ground here shortly.
Yeah.
Keith Morrison and I from Dateline NBC will be assessing this, and we'll get back to you on what happened.
Yeah, I know you and I love to solve a case, but that's just
crazy.
Like murdering your own grandma. Like, I don't know, not on my bingo card. It's been a lot lately. And Mike Vrabel reportedly feels terrible.
Does he? His girlfriend got fired from his job. He feels bad about that.
About how this relationship has impacted his alleged, I have to say alleged girlfriend Diana Rossini, especially after she had to resign from her job at The Athletic amid this controversy. Word is people around him say he feels partly responsible, and I think that he should probably.
I would say approximately 50% responsible is what he should be feeling. Yeah.
Yep. I'm like, why are we doing this report? But for the damage for her career, all this backlash that she's
What about his
faced.
family? Does he feel bad? Does he feel bad about that?
You know, now this source is not talking about his family, but they are talking about how he feels bad for his girlfriend. Now, I did see photos of his poor wife. I wish they would leave her alone. I can't remember where she was, but paparazzi got photos of her.
You know, we live in a new era of relationships, guys, and you know I tried to give them.
You and your damn arrangements.
For a moment, I tried to give them the benefit of the doubt because I've always got KeKe to go immediately to infidelity.
That's right.
It doesn't matter. Like, you know, Paulina's car got stolen. Someone's cheating.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Someone is cheating. And so I tried to say, look, guys, let's let this play out. Maybe they're going to come out and say, hey, like, look at the the Coldplay thing. I still think there were shenanigans, but nobody came out and said, like, I got messed over in that deal. You know, everybody kind of just saved face in that and was like, everybody knew, whatever. I don't buy it completely. Yeah. But yet there didn't seem to be, except for people getting fired. Like no one came out scorned, right? So I'm like, let's just see here. Maybe everybody's in on this and they got exposed and that's just embarrassing, but nobody was like, nobody was betrayed. No, absolute betrayal. Everything that he's done since then, the press conference, everything else, it's like, you don't come out and say, I had to have difficult conversations. Well, you would have already had those conversations. So, no, I have no sympathy for either one. I'm sorry.
I have to think if you're in a marriage of any kind, any quote-unquote agreement that you may have must include don't embarrass me publicly or our children. And I have to think that, I don't know. It looked crazy. And like I said, she made him a playlist. So, like, to me, that means it was real. And
oh yeah, mixtape it's for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Confirmed.
In music news, real quick, Rick Ross and French Montana are set to go head-to-head in a Versus battle May 7th. That will be streaming. They have a long history of collaborations, shared hits, which will make for a competitive hit-for-hit showdown. And Fred, our girl, Spacey Casey Musgraves, announced a North American tour. It's the Middle of Nowhere tour, kicking off Friday, August 21st, on her birthday. So there you go. Look out for dates and tickets on that one. I must go. I love her so much. Did you see her at Coachella remix All My Exes Live in Texas with her own words?
I did.
She's so hot. If you want to see our little faces, you can always do that on YouTube, Fred Show Radio. We probably look a little panicked because none of our equipment is working, but that's okay. You can also go to the free iHeartRadio app that is working and search the Fred Show on demand.
I could have told you yesterday that all this stuff would happen. I absolutely could have told you this. But good morning, everybody. I want to welcome our new friends in Washington, D.C. and Baltimore who are tuning in this morning going, who the heck are these people? I understand what you mean. And we're starting at zero. So if you're listening, if you stumbled on it, just if you wouldn't mind telling a friend or two, we only have 13 listeners of this show, but we actually are at zero there. I believe 0 people.
We got one text.
We did get one.
Yeah.
And it was, yeah. And
it wasn't horrible.
So, yeah, we were thrust upon these people. We didn't know this was coming, but here we are. We're very, very excited. The word of the day is grateful, even though Paulina's car got stolen this morning. Half of our equipment doesn't work. And our friend Rose, who holds it down for us in D.C. and Baltimore, texted, it wouldn't be a day in radio without a little bit of technical difficulties. And then she said, a freaking car stolen? Yeah, no. I mean, this would be a cheesy morning radio bit if we were capable of coming up with something like that. If we were creative enough to come up with it, but we didn't. It just happened.
Yeah, no, it's not great, but it did happen.
I think this is good, though, because this is usually how it goes. Like, we just have a lot of chaos and we just kind of figure it out.
Yeah.
So they're learning the real us.
No, it's just welcome to the party, guys.
Very on brand.
We're very happy to have you. It's the Fred Show, back after Taylor Swift in 3 minutes. Thanks for waking up with us.
I heard you calling on the megaphone. You wanna
Paulina, someone said they're getting the Secret Service involved for you. So I think they have other things going on right now. But when they are able to sort of move on from that.
That is kind.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We'll get them on and go get your car back.
Please.
Yeah.
I can't go anywhere.
No, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's a great day, guys.
Who's going to pick me up in the mornings?
It's an amazing day. Well, Uber, and you can get a hotel too, so you can...
Might as well.
And then they'll bring you a little drink and whatever else they announced yesterday.
I love it.
Blogs are audio journals. Waiting by the phone. Why did somebody get ghosted? Showbiz Shelly. You'll meet her in a minute. 5 pop culture questions against our pop culture expert. $600 is the prize. And we're commercial free next. Stay in.
More Fred Show next. Dell PCs with Intel inside are built for the moments you plan and the ones you don't. For the time you forgot your charger at the gate.
Passengers, we are now on our initial ascent.
Or when you're bouncing between projects like a ping pong ball. We build PCs with long-lasting battery life, so you're not scrambling for an outlet. And built-in intelligence, so you can stay focused on whatever you're doing. Dell Technologies, built for you. Dell.com/Dell PCs.
Thank you. And I'm building a picture here. I'm building a picture. So then...
You're building a picture. Yeah.
What am I doing?
You're painting it.
Oh, painting it. Ah, yes. I'm painting, building the picture.
The Fred Show is on.
Yes, we're here. It's Thursday, April 30th. The Fred Show is on. Hi, Kaelin.
Good morning.
Okay, Jason's on his way to iHeart Country.
Mm-hmm.
Paulina's on the phone with the police because her car was stolen this morning. I promise you can't make this stuff up, but KeKe's here.
I'm here.
Are you pregnant or anything?
Whoa. Not today. You know?
I might be pregnant. I think I'm pregnant. I mean, there's got to be something.
Hey, I'm pregnant with possibilities, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, what's next? Half the equipment doesn't work. It's all good. Bella Hameen's running around. She's here on the phone and the text, 855-591-1035. Blogs are audio journals like we're writing in our diaries. We'll do one in just a second. Waiting by the phone after that. This is where we try and figure out why somebody may have been ghosted. You can win $600 this hour if you can beat our pop culture expert, Showbiz Shelley. Yeah, there are a lot of us in 5 questions. And the entertainment report this hour, too. What are you working on?
Well, first people were hiring Etsy witches to put curses on Klay Thompson over this whole breakup situation. Did you guys see now what they are saying he looks like?
Oh, yeah.
It is going viral.
Okay,
and
that's
it may be accurate.
Yeah, they talk better than they type. These are the radio blogs on the
Do I
Fred
have
Show.
to play the Stephen A. Smith audio again?
No, we never have to do that. He was really upset about somebody else's breakup.
Really upset.
He's always upset.
He's
about
always yelling.
something. Yeah.
It's true. Yeah. Like we're writing in our diaries, except we say them aloud, of course, because it's radio. We have to. It would be boring if we just sat here and wrote them. We call them blogs. Kaelin, go.
Thank you, dear blog. So if you don't know, if maybe you're a new friend, I have a little sister who is 13 years younger. So the relationship is part sister, part like maternal figure, it feels like a lot of the times. And technically the reason there's such a big space is she's my half sister, is my mom's second marriage. But if you have listened to the show, you know I don't believe in the term half sibling. If you don't want to say stepdad, you don't have to. So I don't believe in that. And as KeKe pointed out off air, we came from the same way,
That's
out the
right.
same way.
That's right.
And she told me, where she's from, that means you're full siblings. So we are sisters. Anyway, so she, I don't think she planned to follow in my footsteps, but I went to Michigan State University. Should have gone somewhere else probably because I knew what I wanted to do, but I told my mom, and I quote, I wanted to tailgate and have a football team at my school.
Yeah.
Didn't love that. Anyways, my sister also goes there. She is studying marketing, and this weekend I am going back to my alma mater, and we are going to see her walk in graduation, which is crazy because when I graduated 13 years ago, she was still pretending that she was a horse, during the graduation. So it's just a little crazy to see that she's a real person now.
She doesn't do that anymore?
Right.
She doesn't, and I'm also not allowed to talk about it, but
Right.
I do.
Well, I'm glad you didn't do that in a public forum.
Yeah, no one's listening. It's okay. And so anyways, I am putting together a list for her to kind of help give her tips for becoming an adult, because I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but I feel like being adult is hard, and I don't know the rules, and I don't know how stuff works, and nobody really told me. So this list can include anything from she will be moving away from home for the first time to another city. So that could be she just signed her first lease on her first apartment. It can be tips for having your first roommate situation as an adult, which I know is very different than college roommates because everybody has work schedules and you probably have to keep the house a little cleaner. My roommate in college would put raw chicken on the counter. That's not something you can do ever, but really when you're an adult. And she has 2 roommates. She just signed her first contract for her first job. So some of the tips that I have given her for that are things that I have seen people do in our workplace that I'm like, maybe don't do that.
She seems to be off to a great start already. She hasn't even graduated yet, but she already has an apartment lined up and a job.
Yeah, it's
She's
pretty
adulting
crazy.
better than a lot of us.
It's really crazy. I told her back in my day, my friends and I, we did not think that we worried about getting a job until after we graduated. We were like, we were going to party, finish out this year, but she tells me she can't wait to be an adult and have a schedule. I'm like, I don't know.
Slow down.
2 out of 10, girl. Don't recommend, but yeah.
That was like me as a kid, just wanting mail in the worst way. I just wanted mail. My mom used to give me the junk mail and tell me it was for me, and now everything I get in the mail sucks.
Yes.
It's I owe somebody money. It's some health insurance, HSA. It's it's something bad. Anyway, so what would you say are the first couple of things that come to mind then that you're going to advise her on? No raw chicken on the counter.
No,
it's not a great idea.
Shout out to my friend Maddie who didn't know that you weren't supposed to do that. I think in terms of living, like the roommate thing, it's definitely different because I lived in college in a 9-person house and that house was atrocious and like nobody would like if it was somebody else's dishes in the sink, you wouldn't clean that. Everyone was like, it's not my mess, it's not my mess. So I'm definitely going to tell her something that you won't be mad about next week. Like, do not just like pick and choose your battles because you're all transitioning into this life of stress and waking up early and being on a schedule. And it's hard at first. Her boyfriend's going through it right now. Like, it's a culture shock. He's like, Kaelin, I have to wake up at 6 a.m. I'm like, I know, man. It's hard, this whole rat race. So I definitely think, like, pick your battles.
Has she lived with these people before? Did you mention that?
She has not lived with these people before.
Does she know them really, really well? Or is this like a Craigslist situation?
No, she is friends with one of them, and then one is, I believe, her boyfriend's girlfriend. So,
because I think that's I see it on Facebook. I see it places sometimes where people will post, moving to town looking for a roommate. Like, and there's so much that you'll never know until you move in with someone.
Yeah,
that's true,
and that's frightening to me.
In the workplace, I really have noticed that people don't know their way around their email a lot of the times. And so, I want to teach her, like, sometimes we'll have new people and they'll walk up to us and say, hey, can we have a meeting right now? Like I've told her, like, you have to schedule a meeting.
Yeah. Social cues.
Social cues for sure.
Common sense.
Ask, if you can get the answer on your own, do it. I don't know, just things like read to the bottom of the email because I didn't know how to read I hate my email still.
Don't hit reply all.
Don't
Fred
hit reply
will teach
all.
her that.
Oh my God! Don't even get me started. We don't have time for that rant today. Reply all. It's very clear. It says reply and reply all and forward. You have 3 choices. Don't make the wrong one.
Yep.
Don't make it. When you moved out of the house to your first apartment, did your parents give you like a box? My mom had been, and my grandmother had been, anything that they replaced maybe 5 to 6, 7 years before it was time for me to have my own apartment. Like if they replaced a toaster, but the other one was kind of okay, they put it in a box. Like old china, kind of like china, but like plates and stuff. If she replaced that, it went into a box. A blender that she went into. So anyway, I move into my first apartment. I'm 20 years old, and here's this box of stuff. And by the way, I'm using the same toaster, the same plates. And this is stuff that was from like
still are?
Like the early 90s, that's been replaced. And I still have most of it because, well,
it works.
It works.
Yeah.
Why not? But yeah, I had a little setup of like all the old crap from the house.
All the hand-me-downs.
Didn't have to be purchased then.
My first apartment here, I shared a studio with a friend and she had the bed and I was on the couch. So I didn't have my box then. But yeah, I don't know. I'm also thinking of things like insurance. I want to tell her, get an HSA. That money isn't taxed.
Oh, girl.
Nobody teaches you any of that. No one teaches, right. No one teaches
so
you.
Much.
Pay your tolls.
Well, now, Bella, that's up to you, girl.
No.
Nobody teaches
Jury
you this
duty
stuff.
is optional. Tolls are optional.
I think you have to learn this stuff real time. I think that's the only way this works. It's trial and error. I think I'm still doing it, trial and error. I also lived in a house that's been condemned and torn down, so you got to go through that phase too. Fred Show. I'll take on Showbiz Shelly for $600 in the Showbiz Shelly Showdown. 5 pop culture questions. She's the pop culture expert. 855-591-1035. Call now.
Kaelin's entertainment report is on The Fred Show.
Man, we got some breaking news. Shout out to producer Bella for sending this to me. But Miss Olivia Rodrigo is once again going on tour, specifically the Unraveled Tour. Massive 65-date run across North America, Europe, and the UK. It will, of course, support her 3rd studio album, You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So in Love, because the long titles are now the thing. That will be coming June 12th. Of course, the first single we've been playing, Drop Dead. I know Jason absolutely loves it. He loves a dramatic, sad woman singing. And that song, I mean, it went right to number 1. I mean, Olivia, everything she touches. But remember last time she went on the Guts tour and it was like the hardest, craziest ticket to get, and she did all those really cool activations. She will be on The Tonight Show, by the way, tonight, and then she's doing double duty on SNL this weekend, and she's always really good when she's on that show. I don't think she's hosted before, but she's done some musical performance, and I'm like a weird history nerd. I don't know if anyone else thinks this is as cool as I do, but for the music video for Drop Dead, they allowed her to film in the Palace of Versailles in Paris.
Oh, that's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, and they don't allow a lot of things to happen there. I know Kim Kardashian, I think, had like something for her wedding there, but other than that, they don't. Of course she did.
Of course she found a way.
Right, but I think it was where Marie Antoinette used to live. It was literally her castle, and they let her, for the video, just run around barefoot throughout the whole castle, which is really cool to me. I don't know, that's pretty crazy. But then I asked people if they knew who Marie Antoinette was, and they didn't, so I don't know if that dates me too. We spoke. I was doing a survey at work, and everyone's like, I don't know who that is. And
I was wondering why you were walking around asking about that, but
Slav didn't know. Bella didn't know. We spoke this week about the 30 best living American songwriters of all time, and I would have loved to play you some clips from the interviews they did. We cannot do that right now, so I'm just going to tell you about them. Taylor
Would you like me to reenact them?
I would.
Can you give me the script? I'll reenact them for
I'll
you.
Give
But
you
yes,
the
what
lines.
does she say?
I'll just give you some highlights. So she, of course, was on that list. She says, we got Love Story because it was the first song she ever wrote where she felt like she loved it so much she didn't care what anyone else thought, but it came about because her parents grounded her because she wanted to go on a date with a boy who was too old. And so they grounded her. She went up to her room and she wrote that. So she said, ground your kids. They might write a #1 hit song. She also said her biggest inspo is emo music, which I figured out why I like her. She mentioned Fall Out Boy, Dashboard Confessional, specifically hands down. The Sagittarius in her, she reminded me of you, Fred, said hate fuels her and she never forgets. So basically,
never forget.
She said we would never have gotten Blank Space because it was a caricature of everyone, all the bad things people were calling her. And she said we would have never gotten that if she didn't get all that hate. And then she mentioned, I bet Somber's phone was blowing up because she mentioned his songwriting, Touch My Body Tender, and said it's very helpful for male songwriters to write emotional lines because it helps females who want to do the same. Jay-Z was also in there and spoke about how Beyonce, she likes to write, but production is her thing, and she has this really genius musical mind. She can hear a snare drum a year ago and then like pick it up a year later, which I thought was really a little cool tidbit that we didn't know about her. And yeah, we got to play the showdown. So if you want to catch up on anything you missed, any of the reports from today, the Fred Show on Demand on the free iHeart app.
It's the Fred Show. Do you have what it takes to battle Showbiz Shelly in the Showbiz Showdown?
Good morning.
Showbiz Shelly. The Showbiz Shelly button works.
Okay.
That's good. That's exciting.
That's good. Yeah.
You know, because a lot of people don't know that you have your own section, your own wing of the radio studio, and it's the whole thing, and there's the catering, and then the smoothie area, and we're not allowed to use that, but that's way over there.
You're welcome to come anytime.
Well, thank you very much. That's not what your security says, but yeah, some of the buttons don't work today, but that one does. Hi, Kayla. How you doing? Does this button work? Hi.
Yeah, I'm on my way to work.
Yes, this is exciting. Kayla, give me a fun fact about you.
I don't know. I played ice hockey growing up for the boys team.
Oh, fine.
Okay. All right. $600 is the prize today. Shelly has won this game 1,147 times, only 79 losses, and she's on a 6-game win streak. Let's go. Good luck, guys.
All right, Kayla. Good luck.
All right.
All right,
Thank you.
Kayla goes to the sound booth. Poof. She cannot hear these questions. Number one for you, Kayla. The hotties, a.k.a. fans of this rapper, are reportedly hiring Etsy witches to cast spells on her ex-boyfriend.
Meg Thee Stallion.
During a recent interview, actor Barry Keoghan dispelled rumors that he cheated on this house tour singer.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Which sexy Can I singer and brother to Brandy says that he's hung out, in air quotes, with more than 12,500 women?
Ray J.
Which member of the royal family was at the White House and in New York this week?
Prince Charles. Or King Charles now.
And Lisa Kudrow said the cast of this classic sitcom makes $20 million a year in residuals.
Friends.
That's a 5.
Whoa.
That is a 5. And without hesitation. All right, let's bring Shelly back.
We got Shelly
From the
coming
sound
in.
booth. Poof. We got to get her out of there.
2 and 3, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, here she comes. We'll wait. She's very slow today coming.
Wow.
Okay, 5. Yeah, well, that's not always a bad thing, but
How many?
I wish I had that problem, but I never do.
Hey, good morning.
Maybe at 45 I should be happy about that. But
morning,
okay,
everybody.
5. She got a 5.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
I know.
Lock in, girl.
Question number 1. The hotties, a.k.a. fans of this rapper, are reportedly hiring Etsy witches to cast spells on her ex-boyfriend.
Megan
3.
Thee Stallion.
Yeah, that's right. During a recent interview, actor Barry Keoghan dispelled rumors that he cheated on this house tour singer.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah, which sexy Can I singer and brother to Brandy says he has, quote-unquote, hung out with more than 12,500 women.
Ray J.
Yeah, we did the math yesterday. It was impressive. Which member of the royal family was at the White House and in New York this week?
King Charles.
That's right. And Lisa Kudrow said that the cast of this classic sitcom makes $20 million a year in residuals.
Friends.
Yep, that's a 5. That's a tie.
Wow.
Kayla, you're really good. This could go on for a while, but you got to come back tomorrow. But you've earned yourself potentially an extra $50. All right.
Okay, all right.
Hang on one second. We'll make sure we have your info. You're coming back so Shelly, you're out tomorrow. And I think
yes.
KeKe's filling in.
Okay. Sorry, girl. I need a break.
So I don't know. Should we have Kayla back on Monday
Kayla's
and then
too good.
get you a new player?
You know?
Shelly, do you want KeKe to take it on? I mean, what would you like, Shelly? It's up to you.
No, it is not. I don't care. Whatever you guys would like. Whatever you want to do.
All right, we'll have a meeting.
Okay,
We'll discuss
yes.
off the air. We'll take a silent vote.
Scared of Kaelin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be too.
I think we could just write the check. If that's the case.
Check.
Maybe we'll have a new player tomorrow for KeKe, and then it will be fair and square on Monday back to her. But we'll figure this out. We can have this meeting off the air. Most meetings we have on the air, but we'll have it off the air. Have a good day.
Okay, you too.
All right. Bye you. Bye, Shelly.
you.
Bye, you.
You again.
The Throwback Throwdown. Name that tune battle. We do it every Thursday. We'll do that next. Kaelin's very, very good at this game. I don't know. She's really good, and everyone else is kind of fighting for the bottom, quite frankly. But Jason's close.
Jason's pretty good.
Jason's close. But we will see what happens next. And then, fun fact, the Entertainment Report, headlines, and more on The Fred Show. Stay right here.
Wake up. More Fred Show next.
Well, good morning, kiddo. I love that you're home from college. I've missed you.
Still taking your nature-made vitamins?
Every day. A multivitamin and a probiotic. You better be taking yours.
Still looking out for me, Mom.
I'll never stop.
Made to care for you every day. Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended vitamin and supplement brand. Find us in the vitamin aisle, based on a survey of pharmacists who recommend branded vitamins and supplements.
Hey, Mom, now that I have an after-school job, I think I want to buy a drum kit.
Okay, Rockstar. Let's look at your account.
When kids start making money, Chase has easy-to-use tools and expert bankers to help them learn how to manage it.
And next month, I'll buy the bass drum and the cymbals. Oh, and maybe some noise-canceling headphones for you.
Aw, you've thought of everything.
Help kids save, budget, and build financial independence, all with Chase. That's good for kids and good for parents. Visit your local Chase branch and get started.
Account subject to approval. J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work,
pink smoke that would come out when I get elected.
The Fred Show is on.
Good morning. It's Thursday, April 30th. The Fred Show is here. Hello, Kaelin.
Good morning.
Jason's on assignment at the iHeart Country, what is it again?
Festival.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it had like a hoedown vibe to it.
Nope.
It should.
Festival.
They should let me do the branding on these things. I don't know why they do. I have no idea why they don't. Paulina's here. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Your car got stolen this morning.
That's fine.
But you still made it here.
I
and
did
that is perseverance.
Yes.
I
And
think
you
so,
haven't
too.
broken down
No.
at all.
Well, mentally I might be, but physically I'm here.
A big day for the show, and yet you, our technical producer, is here in the flesh. No idea where your car is.
No idea. I'm in a power suit too. That wasn't acknowledged, I realized.
I'm sorry.
I'm here in a power suit.
I'm sorry that I didn't acknowledge the power suit.
Yeah.
I know that that's the thing on the show that I'm supposed to be. When I see the power suit coming, I'm supposed to know. KeKe is here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Any travesty for you?
You know, I'm here.
Yeah.
You know, here.
Yeah.
And I'm praying for all my friends.
Yeah, good.
Yes,
Thank you.
yeah.
Bella Hameen is here on the phone on the text, 855-591-1035. The Throwback Throwdown Name That Tune battle. We'll do it next. The Entertainment Report headlines and fun fact coming up. What are you working on, Kay?
A couple things. So this singer, David, is even more evil, for lack of a better word, than we originally thought. An update on that crazy casino story involving Nelly. And if I gave you $1 million, if I said I had $1 million right here in this hand, you would not be able to guess what Klay Thompson is getting compared to.
Okay. Even for $1 million.
Even for $1 million, you would never guess.
Okay. I probably wouldn't. Throwback Throwdown after Alex Warren. It's the Fred Show.
They say the holy water's watered down, and this town's lost its faith. Our colors will fade eventually, so if our time is running out, day after day, we'll make the mundane our masterpiece. Oh my love. I take one look at you, you're taking me out of the ordinary. I want you laying me down to a dead and buried on the edge of your knife, staying drunk on the ride. The angels up in the clouds are jealous knowing we found something so wild of the ordinary. You got me kissing the ground, we're sanctuary.
Fred Show.
Have to start out with a tough story, just trigger warning so you know, because this singer David is a special type of evil. The more I learn about him, the more I'm just like jaw on the floor. So prosecutors are now saying he allegedly bought tools online after killing 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez, including items like a shovel, saw, other really scary things that you can imagine to try and dispose of the body. They claim the purchases made under a different name and delivered to his home show planning after the crime. They allege she died from puncture wounds, and then he proceeded to use those tools. I'm not going to get specific on her before stuffing her in his Tesla. He has been charged with murder, but he has pled not guilty, and the case is still ongoing. But it is so heartbreaking. All right, let's move on to a lighter story. Rapper Nelly is no longer facing an assault charge over that wild situation that went down in a Missouri casino last year with the security guard. Do you guys remember all this?
No,
refresh me.
Yeah, I will refresh you.
I'm still studying the Summer House.
I know. I wish you would just get it,
Real Housewives of Salt Lake City graph that you made for me. It's multiple pages. It's a whole deck that she made. I didn't even know you knew how to make a deck, which I don't.
Well, I'll figure it out because I want you to understand.
There's a spreadsheet in there, and there's like a pie chart. It's crazy. I don't know how you did this, but
one day you're going to binge it.
ChatGPT, didn't you?
No, I don't know.
You made that all yourself? Wow.
No, I made it all myself.
Anyway, so no, I don't remember this. What happened? What had happened was?
So last year, he was in a casino and he, I believe, was trying to get his winnings, but they had him showing all kinds of IDs or whatever in order to give him what he won while he was gambling. Then somehow it was uncovered that he had a warrant out for his arrest tied to an old ticket. From there, a security guard claimed that he asked him to show his player's card before entering a certain section. He claims Nelly shoved him, walked in anyways. Nelly said at the time that he simply guided him aside, minimal contact, no harm, later apologized. The manager then welcomed Nelly back to the casino, and Nelly said he was stunned to receive a summons from that 2-month-old incident at the time. He said it was an overzealous guard blocking his path and invading his space. He was then charged with an assault, but all of that's dropped, and it looks like they settled outside of court, and he had to pay like a $750 fine. But, you know, when you're in Missouri and that's Nelly and that's your casino, I got to think, like, he's got to be like royalty around there, you know?
Yeah, let the man gamble in peace.
Right. I'm from the loot and I'm proud.
Right.
I'm from the loot and
Maybe
I'm proud.
someone's trying to prevent a Bruno Mars situation where he wants him having to play a show in the bar every night for the rest of his life to pay back his gambling losses.
By the way, speaking of Bruno, I don't have the audio for you because I can't, but did you see what Kevin Hart said about him on Call Her Daddy?
No.
He's just like, he really missed his calling, man. He's like, I just know he's mad at his parents for not having him born in the 70s. He's like, he really is just living in a different era.
It doesn't seem to be hurting him very much. He's selling out football stadiums.
Right.
No problem. Multiple nights in a row.
That's my gripe with him, though. It's like, we're here. Anyways, I want you to look up the PBS logo, Fred, or do you have it burned in your mind?
I mean, I'll look it up just for reference.
Just take a gander.
Yeah.
So this whole Klay Thompson, Meg Thee Stallion breakup is bringing something out of people.
Oh God, really?
Yeah, that I have not seen in a long time. People are really like, we're picking sides. Stephen A. Smith is yelling. People are hiring Etsy witches. They have launched a cheat first campaign. I think it's for us. It's because we love Meg so much and we don't believe she deserves to be hurt in any way, shape, or form. But the latest is that we're talking about Klay Thompson's looks, and people are saying that he looks identical to the PBS logo.
I see it. I can see it
And
now.
I am not going to say that he doesn't.
I love the internet.
The internet is crazy because you're a genius. How did you look at him and then look at the PBS logo? Something that we don't see often anymore. But yeah, that is the latest thing. So Klay is not having a great week. And for some reason, this breakup has really, it's like the breakup that everyone's talking about and picking sides. And yeah, we're trying to curse this poor man. I mean, not poor man, but you know, it's getting a little out of hand, I guess.
The PBS man.
That one's gotta hurt. And lastly, Beyonce's mama, Tina Knowles, is weighing in on are we or aren't we getting that damn third album. She said It's always new music on the way. When is another story? So they're playing coy with us. I don't think it's next week, she said, today or tomorrow, but it's coming and it's amazing. I've heard some of it and it's amazing. And like I told you guys, the rumor is Beyonce is going rock, and I really hope that that's true. I need a angry ballad from a woman, so I can rock out. If you want to catch up on anything you missed from the show today, because it was a blast, you can find that on the free iHeartRadio app. Search The Fred Show on demand.
The fun fact for today popped up, and it's so fitting, and I'll tell you what it is. It's a new word. We did fears. We had the fear of holes. There's a word for that, like those plants that have the little seed pods in them. That I don't know why it bothers me so much to look at those things, but it does. It's really upsetting to when I see them. I don't know if it's because I don't know what's down in there, or I don't know, but I get a little nauseous when I look at them. There was a word for that. We did that, but this is a new word I'm going to teach you in a couple of minutes on The Fred Show.
Baby, this is what you came for. Lightning strikes every time she moves. And everybody's watching her, but she's looking at you.
Show. Hopefully no one else's car gets stolen. I'm told they're going to fix the dial-up internet, so that'll be better. Maybe we'll have the faster dial-up internet tomorrow, like we normally have.
Okay, so I pick up our house phone. We're not going to hear that.
No, because we got the house phone in here, but yeah.
The dubstep.
It's great, which is why you're not able to, well, I guess you can call in, but we have to click over. It's a big pain.
Yeah,
that's tomorrow. Waiting by the phone, why did somebody get ghosted on the show tomorrow? Somebody wins the BTS trip, and if you don't have all 10 keywords, jump on the iHeart app, search for the Fred Show On Demand. They are embedded within our on-demand podcast. You can catch up. Make sure you have all the words that make the sentence so you can win. The Friday Throwback Dance Party is on tomorrow morning as well, the official kickoff to the weekend on the Fred Show. And the fun fact is next.
More Fred Show next. Yeah. This is the Fred Show.
Somber on Wednesday, November 4th at the UC. You can buy tickets now if you want to go. Ticketmaster.com. But we got them for free thanks to Live Nation on the Fred Show. If you're calling number 25-855-591-1035. It's the Fred Show on KISS. Call now. Good luck. It's Fred from the Fred Show and Amy Witherite from 1-800-TRUCK-WRECK. And Amy, you were just telling me that there are truck driver schools that are closing because they didn't hire people who know how to drive trucks to teach people how to drive trucks. That sounds wild.
It does sound wild, but 550 of them are being closed by the U.S. government because of exactly that. Most of the instructors did not have legit CDLs, commercial driver's licenses, and then when they administered the test, they administered some of them, not all of them. Some people passed, some people didn't. Everybody got their CDL. So these schools are being shut down. Here's what's really important, though, Fred. These trucking companies can look up the closed schools as easily as I can at 1-800-TRUCK-WRECK. If you get hit by any kind of truck driver, call us because we'll know if they were properly licensed or not and if the trucking company put them on the road anyway.
Well, it turns out that Amy and her lawyers are properly trained. 1-800-TRUCK-WRECK and 1-800-TRUCK-WRECK.com.
Tonight, don't miss our iHeartRadio album preview with Zara Larson.
Hey everyone, it's Zara Larson, and I'm gonna go live with TikTok and iHeartRadio.
Featuring an exclusive interview as she previews never-before-heard music from Midnight Sun Girls Trip, the night before it's released. Plus, a very special acoustic performance. Our iHeartRadio album preview with Zara Larson.
It's gonna be so fun.
Watch live on TikTok tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. And listen right here.
103.5 KISS FM. Traffic.
Inbound Kennedy, 46 minutes. O'Hare to downtown. Outbound 52 to the airport. The Eisenhower's 48. Manheim to the post office. Stevenson, 42 minutes from the Tri-State to the Drive. Southbound Drive, Montrose to Fullerton Parkway. Heavy northbound is solid from Bryn Mawr to Hollywood. And the northbound Tri-State. Stevenson to the Hinsdale Oasis heavy. And North Avenue to before Lawrence, where a crash blocks the left lane. I'm Bonnie Green, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Warehouse of Chicago. Sleep better and save big right now at Mattress Warehouse. Save up to $800 warehouse-wide. Get buy one, get one free deals, plus a free adjustable base on select mattresses. With 0% interest financing, free delivery, and their exclusive lifetime price guarantee, you can't miss this. Only at Mattress Warehouse.
Attorney Advertising, Top Dog Law, 6343 Southwestern Avenue, Chicago, Illinois. Paid active dramatization. Top Dog does not mean we are the best. No guarantees of success. You see that? It's an accident. Call the dog. Call the dog. Top Dog. Call the dog. Call the dog. Call the dog. Top Dog. Call the dog. You were sitting in your car, seen a bad accident, came really close to you. Didn't mean it wasn't meant, but it didn't hit you. Hit the car next to you. You seen everything. Call the dog. Let the dog go bite. Let the dog go bark. Let the dog go run. Call the dog. Let the dog go get him. Let the dog go catch him. Let the dog go bite him. Call the dog. Medical malpractice. Car accidents. Call the dog. Top Dog Law.
Every now and then you find a deal that actually feels like a win. With Straight Talk Wireless, you get more and pay less. Now that's a good deal. No contracts, no credit checks, no surprises, all on Verizon's 5G network. Find it in the same place you've always found straightforward prices, exclusively at Walmart and StraightTalk.com.
One of life's greatest mysteries has finally been solved.
Who let the dogs out? Spruce, spruce, spruce.
It's Spruce, the weed and grass killer that's safe for use around people, pets, and bees. When used as directed, spray the leaves for visible results in just 1 hour, and dead weeds in just 1 day. You spray, they play. Spruce, pet friendly, weed deadly. Find wherever weed killers are sold.
Hey friend, it's KeKe from The Fred Show, and imagine all that could happen in 5 years. Jobs may change, kids will grow, new memes will come out, but also, what if you had reliable, intelligent Wi-Fi and the price didn't change for 5 years? Thanks to the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee, you actually don't have to worry about that part of your future. You're guaranteed 5 years of Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to the devices that need them the most, that finds and fixes any issues before you even notice them. It's like a super intelligent Wi-Fi that keeps you protected from threats online. All with our best equipment, with no annual contracts, no fees, and no strings. So even though kids will grow up and you still won't understand 6-7, your internet, though, will stay sharp, reliable, and most importantly, the price will stay put. 5 years, same internet price, lock in reliable fiber-powered gig Wi-Fi for effortless streaming, plus get the Disney Plus Hulu bundle and Peacock Premium included on us. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. Peacock Premium included for 3 years. Programming subject to change in availability. Actual speeds vary. Xfinity Internet is powered by fiber and connected to the premises by coaxial cable.
iHeartRadio wants you to see Chris Brown and Usher live on their Raymond and Brown tour, and you pick the city. We'll handle everything, including access to the pre-show VIP lounge. Just tap the contest tab when you're listening to us on the free iHeartRadio app to enter. Get tickets at livenation.com.
Rasny Jewelers has been Chicago's most trusted family-owned and operated jeweler for 75 years with 3 generations behind the name. So if you're getting engaged, your engagement ring shopping, if you're marking a milestone, maybe surprising someone you love, jewelry is the type of gift that they'll love forever. And at Rasny Jewelers, they have a ton to choose from. And most importantly, you'll go in there and get personal attention, and you'll talk to somebody who really knows what they're talking about, real expertise. And it's all represented by a family that has cared for generations of Chicago clients. They've been around for a very long time for a reason. You'll find classic to on-trend styles, every size, shape, and price point, and it's all picked by the Rasny family. And at Rasny, it's not just about making a sale. It's about building a relationship that will last another generation. So stop into a Rasny. They have 4 area locations throughout Chicagoland: suburban Addison, Highland Park, Hinsdale, and Chicago's Oak Street. And they're always online at rasny.com.
From the True Green Weather Center.
103.5 KISS FM. Weather.
Expect cloudy weather throughout Chicagoland today with a high of 50 degrees. Right now, it's 41 in Palatine.
This report is sponsored by Compassion International. Compassion sponsorship means food, healthcare, education, and most of all, being known, loved, and protected. There are thousands of kids waiting over a year. End their wait. Sponsor a child with compassion today. Text the word radio to 83393.
Will Ferrell's Big Money Players and iHeart Podcast presents Soccer Moms.
So I'm Leanne.
Yeah.
This is my best friend Janet.
Hey.
And we have been joined at the hip since high school.
Absolutely.
A redacted amount of years later, we're still joined at the hip.
Just a little bit bigger hips.
This is a podcast. We're recording it as we tailgate our youth soccer games in the back of my Honda Odyssey.
With all the snacks and drinks.
Search Soccer Moms on iHeartRadio, America's #1 podcast network, and the Webby Podcast Company of the Year.
You've been running around, throwing that dirt all on my name. 'Cause you knew that I'd call you up. You've been going around every party in LA. 'Cause you knew that I'd be at one. I know that dress is karma, perfume regret. You got me thinking about when you were mine. And now I'm all up on you, what you expect. But you're not coming home with me tonight. You just want attention, you don't want my heart. Maybe you just hate the thought of me with someone new. Yeah, you just want attention. I knew from the start. You're just making sure I'm never getting over you.
Phobia, the fear of closely packed holes, or an aversion to the sight of irregular patterns or clusters of small holes or bumps. So, like, some people, I guess, have an issue with English muffins. Some people have a problem with those, like, things, and a circle kind of plant deal, and then they have holes. And I don't know. I don't like them either.
An English muffin, though?
People are afraid of that, yeah. Today's word, allodoxophobia. Allodoxophobia. This is the fear of other people's opinions.
Oh.
A rare social phobia characterized by an irrational and overwhelming fear of what other people think.
Is that rare?
Right.
Right. It's very common here.
Right. I wouldn't say I fear it. I just don't like it. I don't like it.
I fear
don't
it.
like it. I don't like it. When people say mean things and there's nothing I can do to fix it. Anyway, very appropriate today. Allodoxophobia. Allodoxophobia. The fear of other people's opinions. There's your fun fact.
Wake up. More Fred Show next.
Wake up.
Dell PCs with Intel inside are built for the moments you plan and the ones